Happy Monday. How was everybody's Easter and weekend? Was it good? I am so behind on everything, social media, everybody's videos. I just caught Carrie, a little bit of Carrie and Sandy talking about her 100-mile walk. Disclaimer, I'm a little tired today, but I'm happy and I'm good, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello and see if I can't remember how my last couple days went food-wise, Weight Watcher-wise, and see how you guys are doing. Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy yourself? Is your heart happy? Because that's the most important thing. Easter, man. Easter, I think Easter rivals Christmas as far as food goes. As far as pointy, calorific foods. I apologize for the horrible... Oh, look at that. I got stuff on me. I just had some cheese puffs, and apparently I can't get them all into my mouth. I think Easter rivals Christmas as far as the foods and the calories and what is harder holiday-wise. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to do this. Gosh darn it. Aren't I pretty? But hey, check out my new top. It's like the one Kat sent me, only that one has Aerosmith. This one has floral. This is more of your grandmother type, right? Since Oliver's home this week, and he'll probably be popping in here in a minute to see who I'm talking to, I felt the need to go with the grandma floral. And when I send his happy ass back to school, I'll put my Aerosmith back on. So I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I hope you were with who you wanted to be on Easter. I saw a little bit of Anne over on her channel. She's not a holiday person. I totally get that. You know what happens with me on Christmas? Okay, give me one more second. I'm going to try to make this so I don't look like I should be in Phantom of the Opera. Because you can see half my face, but you can't see the other half. The thing is my little pad here kind of took a header while I was away. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. It's just going to have to be like this. I'm sorry. That's all right. Right? You can still hear me. Get the gist of it. Christmas. I get my expectations way too high on Christmas for all the reasons that Anne spoke of. And I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to do what I do. I'm not going to let the Target commercials that have me thinking that I need to buy this kid $5,000 worth of toys for it to be a successful Christmas. I ain't doing it. No more. We're just going to... Christmas, Easter, it's about what you choose to make it about, right? The Easter Bunny, Jesus, Santa, Jesus. If you're of Jewish faith, whatever. But don't let the marketing throw you guys off, because I hate that. I'm guilty. Guilty. Hello, my name's Anita, and marketing gets me every time. And I refuse to let them have that power over me anymore. So I'm sorry, Anne. My Easter was Saturday. We had our family party, which was super fun. My cousin lives next to a cul-de-sac, and they have a bouncy house, and all the guys go out there and they throw out all the eggs that we stuff full of candy. There was a whole big spread of food. I had a piece of pizza. I had one piece of cheese pizza. It was delicious. I haven't had any real pizza other than flat out Trader Joe's mozzarella, pineapple and mushrooms in my own oven. It was good. I had one piece. Let's go back to Friday night. Friday night was when I posted my last video. My mom came up to go to the mortuary with my aunt, and then we went to Mexican food. Don Cuco's afterwards, which I planned. I had a white meat chicken enchilada a la carte, and they have, this place is known for their salads, as silly as it sounds. All it is like totally chilled frozen iceberg lettuce. I mean, my dogs could make this salad, but it's the tastiest dang salad ever. So I had a side salad with full-on blue cheese dressing. Oh my goodness, my taste buds were dancing. And I had a Long Island iced tea that was, it had maybe Okay, Long Island iced tea. I have mine without tequila, but it's all booze and a little bit of Pepsi to make it look like an iced tea. Okay, just so that I can make my point, this restaurant, we always call it the roofie restaurant because it had all booze and maybe this much Pepsi. I mean, that thing was strong. You could smell it. My mom could smell it on the other side of the table. So between not drinking, weighing less, and not having had a whole lot to eat, I had, you know, the normal amount of points. I had like 2 drinks and I was completely buzzed. But I drank the whole thing, and by 9 o'clock, Steve was pretty much telling me to shut up. I mean, he would never say shut up, but he's like, yeah, maybe you want to go to sleep now. And I'm like, no, I have things to say, because I'm always very prolific when I'm drunk. I know it all. So, for the first time ever, I think, I was in negative points on Friday, and that's okay because it wasn't even crazy drastic. Side enchilada, salad, 1 drink. I counted everything. Oh, I told a little lie on my last video, but it wasn't planned. I stuffed, okay, remember I said that alcohol makes you choose improperly? Not improperly, bad choices. Yeah, totally. I had to stuff those eggs after drinking that Long Island iced tea, and a couple of those little Snickers made it into my mouth. But I had fun doing it. We were sitting on our bed. We had the dogs. We were yakking. Okay, I was yakking. He was listening and rolling his eyes like he does because he's such a good guy. But I pointed him. I counted him. I still had the wherewithal to grab my phone and put him in there because I'm a control freak. That's what it's about. It's about being a control freak. It's not because I'm super good at the program. It's because I have to have control. So that was that Friday or Saturday? That was Friday night. Okay, so then Saturday was the family Easter party. Going back, had the piece of pizza. By the time I got to the fruit plate, it had just been ransacked. And I kind of wasn't really hungry. I'm trying to think of what I had before I went. I think I made a turkey and Olay sandwich. But it wasn't crazy. Oh, and then for dinner we had the chicken barbecue teriyaki chicken from Trader Joe's, which was 4 points for a cup, and the riced cauliflower from Trader Joe's that I love. I could eat that stuff at every meal. Steve, like, he'll come over, I'll put the plates on the table, and I'll tell him, dinner's ready, and he'll come in and sit down because the guy loves to eat. The poor guy married, like, the worst cook in the world and the person who hates food the most in the world. And he loves food. And you can tell he's kind of like a puppy. And then he gets to the table and he sits down and it's kind of like, oh, man, this again? We're having this again? So, okay, so those were my food choices for Friday and Saturday. Yesterday, on Sunday, on Easter, I went to Disneyland. And I went with my friend Kim. Steve was going to go, but he's got old man bursitis in his hip. That's what I like to call it. Old man bursitis. Because what is bursitis? I mean, I know it's something, but I don't know what it is. And his hip hurt, and we don't know why. So we're just going to call it old man bursitis. We went to breakfast at Carnation Cafe. And I had scrambled eggs and fruit. And an English muffin with no butter or jam. I had a piece of their bacon, coffee, water. It was enough. It was totally enough. It was a nice day. It was a little chilly, but I'd rather be chilly at the park than hot. It was nice. I'll try to remember to pop in a couple of pictures at the end of this. I'm going to do my best. I'm not very good at that, am I? So then we went throughout the day. I had my backpack stocked with fruits, Premier Protein, Weight Watchers snacks, everything I needed. If I saw somebody walking by with a churro and I started to salivate, I pulled out my Weight Watchers Cine Swirls. I'm still really digging this shirt. Sorry, but when I like something, I like something. I gotta admire it. It's really thin too, which is cool for us old broads who get the switch. It's really cool. So then we just walked around the park all day. They're having a food and wine festival there right now. Anybody who watches Julie at Living Large on Lifetime, you've seen her there. I got some asparagus with some Caesar dressing on it. It was delicious. It was really good. What else did I have? I didn't really have that much to eat. We were just too busy chatting because it was just my friend Kim, myself, and her daughter Katie. And we were doing the girl thing, man. We were doing Disneyland, and we were doing Disney California Adventure, and we were just having a girls' day and having fun. Then we went to lunch. We had a late lunch. I think probably about 4. We went to one of the restaurants at the Disney California Adventure side. It's called, what's it called? Whitewater rafting. It's something to do with rafting. And it's just like this little hidden gem that nobody ever thinks to go over there. So you go in, it's quiet. Do you know how hard it is to find somewhere quiet at Disneyland? People, it's not easy. And it's quiet. Okay, and the best part, okay, this is my secret that I'm telling you about. So don't be going and telling all your friends. This restaurant, it's not a restaurant. It's an eatery, okay? It's tucked back in the hotel, in the Grand California Hotel. You have to go through the hotel to get it. And it's across from the pool from the hotel. And next door is the world's greatest public bathroom. I am not kidding you. Because the bathroom is part of the hotel, right? And this is like the most luxurious hotel in the world. It's the closest thing I'll ever get to stay in, and one is using their bathroom. So by God, when I use that bathroom, I am a happy Disney camper. It's just nice, right? Who doesn't appreciate... Maybe you have to be my... I like the bathroom. It's my favorite. I've been known to text people from there and say, guess where I am? Yep. Real toilet paper and everything, and it smells good, and it's pretty, and I could spend some serious time in that bathroom and be happy. So, okay, so then we went to eat. I ordered a chicken breast salad. Hold the bread. They season their chicken breasts really well there, so you don't feel like you're just eating. It was tasty. And then it comes with fruit. Came with a whole bunch of grapes. What did I have to drink? Either coffee or tea. Something with caffeine, though, because by then I was running out of juice. And it was lovely. It was great. It was a great Easter. My grandson was with his other grandmother and his dad. I knew that he was happy and well and being taken care of and doing his Easter thing. My husband was home here with the dogs. Does anybody have a husband who, like, totally enjoys hanging out with the dogs? Because my husband loves to hang out with the dogs. And you know what? That's great. I'd rather him hanging out with the dogs than another woman. We have this old thing in our family where my Uncle Alan started this thing when probably before I was born, like the family get-togethers, right? You go to the family get-togethers and you're like, okay, you're done. You've had enough of the family. You've had enough of everything. It's like, I have to go home and feed the dogs. Everybody knows that when anybody has to feed the dogs, they're out of there. So yeah, he stayed home with old man Bursitis, stayed with the dogs. Us girls had a great time. I had an incident on the way home. And I shared it with my friend Trina. And I shared it with my friend Kim. And I was thinking, do I want to share this on the internet for the whole world to listen to? And you know what? Yeah, I'm going to share it because you know what? Shit happens. Life happens. Things happen that totally freaking suck. When I'm at Disneyland, I drink all my water there, especially not just for Weight Watchers, because just pounding, dryer's done. Doing all that walking and everything, if I don't drink a lot of water, I'll have a massive headache at the end of the day. I ain't no spring chicken no mo. And at the end of the day, they have great coffee there, if any of you guys have seen my past videos. By the way, like and subscribe, okay? Remember? My last videos, I've touched on Disneyland coffee. It's just like the best legal thing to ingest that will get some pep in your step. And I needed some. So I had a big cup, and it was good. And I called Steve, and I was like, blah, 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 like Charlie Brown's teacher on Speed, man. I was like, blah, 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 blah. So then Kim and Katie came back out, and then I was blah, 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 them. Oh, whatever. We went on to and we always, of course, hit the bathroom before the drive home. The drive home for me is about, it's 50 minutes if there's no traffic and I'm driving. It's 2 hours if there's no traffic and Steve's driving. You drive so slow. Drives me nuts. I have this joke that my dead grandfather drives faster than Oliver's live grandfather. But if there's traffic, all deals are off. All bets are off. Forget about it. So there was traffic. There was traffic. And I was like, okay, Nita, you've done this a million gazillion times in your life. One more time, right? I popped in my YouTube. I turned it on to see if anybody had posted yet. I didn't have high expectations because it was Easter and everybody was doing their Easter thing. I was hoping that Kim and Kelly had posted, but they hadn't. Okay, so the traffic was not lightening up. And it was not lightening up. And I'm a good hour into the drive. And I had to go to the bathroom. And I was all the way on the inside lane. And we were going 10 miles an hour. And I was like, oh, we have a little problem here. Usually I'll tell Steve, I gotta go to the bathroom. And when he drives, we're in his truck, and you know, he's my man. Oh, that man, how I love him. He'll get me over and he'll get me out and he'll take care of me. Well, I'm in my little Corolla and it's dark and it's nighttime and I do well by myself. I'm an independent woman, but I couldn't get out. The traffic was insane Easter. For anybody who might be seeing this who lives in Southern California, I was on the 5 going north, okay? That tells you everything. I couldn't get out, and I couldn't get out. And I'm like, okay, this is all right. I always have to go to the bathroom. It's my hobby. What do you do, Anita? I go to the bathroom. Well, I do Weight Watchers. I raise my grandson. I love my dogs. I love my husband. And I go to the bathroom. Because that's all I do is go to the bathroom. Hang on a second. Well, it became a bit of an issue. Well, I was like, holy crap, Oli. That probably wasn't what I was going to say, but I'm going to keep it family friendly. And I started to panic. And so I just kept going, and I kept my mind on other things, and I thought of rocks. I was trying to think of anything that didn't have liquid involved. And then it started to get serious. So I finally got to a place. I'm just going to say that because I'm not going to waste your guys' time now that I've already wasted how much time? 18 minutes! Holy smokes! Finally got to a spot. I saw lights on the streets. Okay, when I was on the freeway, there was nothing down below. Nothing was lit up. There was no Walmarts, no gas stations, no nada. It wasn't like I was just passing all these places. Pulled out, went into the store. I was like in the worst neighborhood I could have been in. Okay, there was like homeless people over here, junkies over here. Well, you know, it wasn't a good neighborhood. But when you had to pee, you had to pee. So I walked in and I said to the young man, it was a huge store. I said to the young man, may I please use your bathroom? And he said, we don't have one. And I looked at him and I said, I'm paraphrasing because at that point I was like in a little bit of a tizzy. Please think of me as if I was your mother and your mother really needs to use the restroom. Wouldn't you want somebody to help your mom? Wouldn't you hope that somebody would, you know, help your mother out in this situation? Sorry, lady, we don't have one. Yeah, he wasn't helping me out. And I was in an industrial area. So let's just say that it didn't end well. And I got home and I came upstairs and I went in. I was upset. I jumped in the shower and got out, and Steve came out and he consoled me. God love him, because he was sleeping, and once he's asleep, and he was right. You know what? Things happen. And I was in my own car, thank God. I only had me to worry about, and stuff like that happens. And it was a complete and utter drag. It was a drag. But you know what? There's way worse things that could have happened to me. And that's how I have to look at it. I mean, you're not going to run into somebody every day and have them admit to you or anybody else that that's ever happened. That they lost control of their bladder in their car while they were driving. No, you're not going to have anybody tell you that. I'm going to tell you that because I'm a moron and I have to tell everybody everything. But I'm focusing on the fact that something way worse could have happened. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm happy. My grandson's in the next room. Life is still going on. I wasn't in an accident. No one was in an accident around me. Nobody was hurt. And shit happens. And it was a drag. It was a complete effing drag. But I'm here to tell about it. Someday, probably tomorrow, maybe tonight, I'll be laughing about it. And when Steve gets home and I tell him that I told you guys on my little video thing, that he likes to call it, did you do your video thing today, honey? Oh, you know, maybe. He's going to be like, oh my gosh, you just never know when to shut up. No, he will not say that because he doesn't talk like that. That's my inner voice. But I'm sharing that story because, yeah, you know what? Stuff happens. But it wasn't the end of the effing world. I told Oliver today. What did he say? It was like it didn't faze him. So, yeah, that's my Easter story. Easter 2018. Nita's coming home from Disneyland and pees in her car. Nobody else can match that story, I don't think. I was just having an orange. Sucker would not peel. It's hard. What do you guys do when you get an orange like that? Throw it out? Keep it? I don't know. It's like... So, now, do I post this? Do I put it out for the world to see? Do I give two craps? No. Count your blessings. I'm counting mine. Life is good. Enjoy it. If you went over on your points for Easter, think back to the people you were talking to, the people you loved, the people you were spending time with. If you were enjoying yourself, that's all that matters. Got back on the bus today, or what do you guys call it? The struggle bus? Or the whatever. You got back on it today, right? Everything's good. You're doing good because you're there listening to me right now. I'm doing good because I'm here talking to you right now. So all is right with the world. I'm on point today. I've been talking way too long. I don't even know if anybody's still listening. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Point-wise today, I've only eaten 3 points. I put some butternut squash in my air fryer. Delicious. They're like French fries. Go get them. They're at Trader Joe's. They're the crinkled butternut squash in the refrigerated section with the produce. Put them in the air fryer. Get some. Hang on, and then I'm going to hang up. Get some reduced sugar sodium ketchup at Sprouts. Or you can get regular reduced sugar sodium ketchup at your store of choice. So there's my Easter story. Let me pop some pictures here in at the end before the car ride home. I'm not going to share any pictures from you after the car ride home because, well, some things a girl just has to keep to herself. Thanks, guys. Hope you had a good holiday weekend. Make the week a good one. We'll see you in a couple days, or tomorrow, or tonight.